are you going to be primarily working out here in Jamaica, or do you have your sight sets on like the San Frans? I don't know. Maybe you're interested in Greenland, for instance. So like, where do you want? Where do you see Vedang 5 years
Mhm.
from now? Is a good question.
Okay, so I think the truth is, one, and this is one thing I've realized from the hackathon, the Intellibus hackathon this past weekend. A lot of people who've never been to Jamaica see it as a place for tourism. And in recent times, the past 5 years, so much has happened in Jamaica in terms of business and technology, not just locally, but even taking the talent to the international stage. And if you think about it, in terms of numbers, Jamaica is going to be growing in technology comparatively faster than a lot of other Caribbean islands and maybe other countries around the world. So I think in the 5 years' time, I see myself working in Jamaica, trying to build these solutions, like I was saying earlier, with data that help businesses navigate their uncertain times.
For like those kind of solutions, what are you thinking about? Like, what's on your mind for the stuff that you can share? Because I know you're cooking up some stuff, but like, what do you have in mind to like transform Jamaica? What is your broken experience?
Okay, so one of my broken experiences, I just really like experimenting. So one of the things I want to work with is accessibility. And when I talk about accessibility, I'm talking about making models that help people to live an equitable life. So if you think about it, that's one of the products that I had from the hackathon, which was Neural Hands. It's an American Sign Language interpreter and translator. This is the first time I'm doing something like this, not just in accessibility, but in computer vision. And I think that, the broken experience there is the fact that so many people have the potential, even though they can't hear, they can't speak, but we can do something for them that allows them to be heard and seen. And that's where I see myself dabbling it in the next coming time for my projects.
Oh, that's sick. I mean, definitely the grades are good. Like,
Mhm.
it's just it's so fulfilling. Like, being able to provide some kind of service. I find as well. In myself, I tend to do that with information. I did a recent workshop where I talked about combining V0 and Innate, and it was just so like it was breathed so much life into me. Where persons were asking me questions like, "Yo, John, is this possible?" I'm like, "Of course, you do this and you do that."
Mhm.
So I definitely understand the feeling as well, man. In
Mhm.
terms though of your own personal projects, do you have anything cooking up in that regard?
Well, not I haven't thought about any new projects recently. I have done some projects in the past where it relates to finance, as well as just as simple as finding a house in Kingston, because that's something that I think a lot of us youngsters can relate to. Um, Coming out of university, a lot of people had that dorm experience. Maybe they can't afford the dorm experience. So we want to find them an affordable place to live and know what's nearby for them. Those are the areas I've been working in recently. So even that has a little bit of finance to do with it because it had to do with finding out, if the place you're going to stay is a good decision, whether it's a good rental decision, whether it's a good buying decision. And it also helps you to calculate things like your mortgage and even breaks down complex technical terms to people so that they can navigate around this uncertainty.